Oh, shoot.
Hello, and welcome to Last Time On. This is the podcast where we want to watch all this prestige television, but who's got time for it? Apparently I do.
Yeah, we're actually watching prestige television this time.
We're doing it. We're breaking the mold. We've been doing this podcast for, God, we ought to be over 100 episodes in a couple of years at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we hit episode 100 during Viper, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You got to put a fatis on its name, Victor.
I wonder if this podcast now has more episodes than Draft the Universe. It has to, if we hit 100 during Viper.
Definitely has more than Talk to a.
So.
And none of us were ever a meme.
It's true. Well, I mean, Victor, you are the meme lord. But
Yeah, no one wants to see my face in a meme, though.
So
same.
we are
so
at
I'm Victor.
110 episodes of Last Time On. We have 11 episodes to go to do more than Draft the Universe.
Okay.
Okay.
Regardless, 110 episodes, and we have finally found the time to watch prestige television as we soft pivot this podcast for just a little bit, because I'm sure it's going to be like 2 years in between seasons, because that's TV these days.
Robin Hood, right?
They needed a hero, but no one could be found because Robin Hood was out of town. I said,
No,
Is there a
you're
Robin
watching
Hood
Robin
show
Hood
coming
on
out?
your Robin Hood Watchcast, Ben, which people can find at entering the
Into
what's
the
name of that
Greenwood.
Into the Greenwood.
Oh, that's still going on?
It
Ouch,
airs very
dude.
erratically.
Yeah.
And also, it's Robin Hood Scholar Podcast.
Yeah.
If you were unaware, listener, I know we've brought it up on Who Are You and Ben's guested, but Into the Greenwood, Ben is a frequent guest on, which is a scholarly Robin Hood podcast.
Not when I'm on it.
Not when Ben's on it, but they're going to watch the new Prestige Robin Hood show that just started airing at the same time as well.
It's got
No,
Scene Bean.
we're watching Pluribus. You can find this on Apple TV.
Dude, I've been seeing Pluribus everywhere in all the social media feeds. I didn't even know about it. Literally everybody I know is saying, "Oh my god, you got to watch Pluribus."
Yeah, so we're watching Pluribus. We're
I-
making time for the Prestige TV.
We've only seen 2 episodes so far, but I feel like it's a good show. I'm enjoying it. I'm into it, but I think it's slightly overhyped. Like I was expecting mind blown, but it's got me hooked. That's for sure. I think
Yeah.
it's just like maybe 15% overhyped, but that's fine.
We'll see. I mean, it depends a lot on stuff. We've only seen the first 2 episodes, which is what we're going to talk about today, episodes 1 and 2. Even if these end up as separate episodes in the feed after the edit, we're recording them as one, so TBD. But I've watched the first episode 3 times now. And
Dang.
Just about
Well,
same here.
I watched it once because I had heard about the show, and I'm like, oh, I've heard good things. So I watched it, and then I watched it episode 1 with you and Beth, and then I did a notes watch after we decided actually watch this show for podcast. So I won't watch every episode multiple times again, probably, unless we've got a really, really good one. I typically do not like watching TV like that. I'm the guy who, when he dies in a video game, instead of going and playing the same bit again 5 times, we'll just set it the fuck down and maybe come back to it. I don't like
that's
redoing the same stuff like that.
That's a sign of getting older, man. You're just like, man, I don't have time for this shit. So,
It's at a point now where if I'm in a game and I'm really enjoying it and I want to progress, I'll just turn down the difficulty instead of getting good. I got no problems admitting that. I'm there for the story. I'm there for the experience. I'm not there to feel like I'm good at video games because, frankly, I'm not good at video games, and I'm okay with that.
oh man, you play Helldivers, dude? You must have made a lot of enemies playing Helldivers.
No, I've got friends who are really good.
Oh, they
and
carry you?
that carry me is 1, and 2,
That's what,
I'm
yeah.
adaptive enough to know when I'm in over my head most of the time.
That's me.
So-
My girlfriend is constantly carrying me when we play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Reviving me all the time.
I never pick up the samples in Helldivers. I'm the guy who runs into the risky situation and presses the button combos because if I die, I die.
boy.
For managed democracy.
Love it.
So yeah,
Get
Pluribus.
into-
Let's get into this. I want to talk about the show.
This show is good.
So very
The show is
badly.
good. I like it. It's
Victor.
kind of unique. Yes.
Do you know what pluribus means? How's your
it's-
Latin?
Man, you know me. I can barely speak English. But no, I do know it means as out of many one, but I thought that was e pluribus unum.
That's
That's
e
e
pluribus
pluribus
unum.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
for the longest time I thought was e pluribus uranium because of a Bugs Bunny bit that I saw when I was a kid, and a lot of Bugs Bunny humor is made for the parents watching the shows with their kids
Yeah.
than it is. But anyway. But yeah, no, Bugs Bunny said e pluribus uranium one time, and I just stuck with it. So
So it's out of many.
Yeah.
And Victor also, carpe diem does not mean seize the carp.
I know what carpe diem means, my friend. I will admit, only because a long time ago,
It means
Think
the
Geek,
fish is God, right?
yeah, that's exactly what it means. The godfish. A long time ago, Think Geek sold a coffee mug that said "Carpe Noctem" on it, and that was pretty lit. Damn, I miss Think Geek. Anyway,
Yeah,
all this shit was overpriced though, but whatever.
that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Pluribus. This show, the plot. First thing I noticed is that the plot is directly lifted from Species.
Is it?
Yeah,
Never
'cause
seen a species.
it's softcore porn from H.R. Geiger is what it is. So
Those seem like conflicting things to me.
This seems like I'm surprised Beth doesn't have a tattoo.
what the hell? Okay,
It just that series of words feels like something that Beth would be very into.
oh,
H.R. Geiger, but make it sexy.
Yeah.
okay, awesome.
Um,
Yeah, 100% best, and then make it gay.
for sure. All right.
But no, the plot of Species was SETI got a transmission that was a set of instructions so that's how the invasive species in the Species film series works. They don't have faster than light travel. They just send out these signals with instructions on how to manipulate DNA to create their species on a new planet and just spread the infection. And I'm pretty sure that's essentially what's happening here, which is a really cool fucking idea, I think. You're manipulating your humanity into fucking themselves over, which honestly, we don't need your help, aliens. We're well on our way.
yeah.
I will say, when I'm watching something where SETI receives a mysterious code from beyond the stars, I prefer an incredibly on-the-nose sound cue. Like listening to REM's The End of the World as We Know It, like in Independence Day. But I enjoyed this first bit where we get our SETI guys. They are picking up a signal, and they keep explaining to each other over and over again, like, no, it's not something bouncing off the moon. No, it's not
Yeah.
something bouncing off the moon.
So this
And
is the
I was
VLA.
excited for I was
It's worth
excited
mentioning.
for Xhafer
Yeah.
when they start talking about Base 4. I'm just like,
Yep.
Xhafer loves talking
That's
about
right.
other base
He likes
numerals.
to fuck with the math because
I
Xhafer's
do
mastered
like to
math.
fuck with the math. When they're talking about base 4, I'm just like, oh, that's super fun. When they're like, that's super hard to crack, it's all like, no, it's not. It's base 4, guys.
It's less numbers.
It's
have to deal
you're
with.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it
know,
would be
it's-
harder than...
It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 10, to be fair. But
1, 2, 3,
yeah,
10, yeah.
no, I'm down for some base 4. Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah,
but-
so the main scientist guy, who I don't think we ever see again after his opening scene.
I hope we do later. He seems fun.
Yeah, I think he figures out that I mean, this is something that I love about Vince Gilliam is he does not explain everything in crayon like a lot of TV shows do these days because they think the audience is stupid. Vince Gilliam is like, if you're too stupid to understand this, go watch Fast and the Furious, you know. So,
Hey. Hey.
but anyway, but yeah, it seems to me like it's implied that NASA dude realizes that the signal is not a code. The base 4 is, I don't know much about DNA, but are there only 4
Yes.
thing
Yeah.
in
So there are
DNA?
4 chemical components in both DNA and RNA.
RNA. Okay.
There are a
So that's
few.
what it is.
There's a slight difference when we're talking about RNA, and this is an
Yeah.
RNA sequence. I was very,
Okay.
I was proud of myself.
Yeah.
For I picked it up just before the guy said it when I was watching it with Xhafer.
Sweet.
And I remember you said DNA, and I looked over and I'm like, almost. I had the same thought when they're like, what if it's not, it's not encrypted, it's base 4. I'm like, oh, it's DNA. It's RNA. And that actually makes sense because DNA is significantly more complicated than RNA, and RNA is replication instructions for DNA sometimes. And so you would not be able to send a DNA code in 78 seconds. Right.
Okay.
In RNA, you can, though.
That makes sense
to me.
because that's what they're doing to the mice later. Is they're injecting the RNA into the mice to see what it does.
Yeah.
Which why the fuck would you do this, guys? It's
That
funny.
is where this episode takes a huge turn for me, where they figure out, okay, we've got all these smart science, physicists and stuff talking about this signal they're receiving from space. And it's like, it's an RNA sequence. And then it's immediately a bunch of biologists just shooting it into everything. And I'm like, no, this is the end of the universe. Like,
Right.
you idiots.
It's real dumb.
It's like, have none of you guys seen Species?
Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
All right, so we've not talked about it in a very important thing here
Okay.
that's in the show, which is the countdown.
Yes.
So the show has a plot device, has a clock, and it's going to run down for most of this episode. The first scene is 439 days, 19 hours, 56 minutes, 11 seconds. When they start shooting into stuff, we've moved to 71 days, 13 hours, 21 minutes, 0 seconds remaining. And it's counting down. This is important because we're going to see this clock more and more. And the fact that we see it move up and down as a point of reference to the joining tells me a handful of things about where this show is going. I don't want to talk about that, but I just want to make sure we talk about it now and that we use that as our reference point because I think it's going to be very important for the future of the show.
Yeah.
We cut over to Carol here, who is an author of Sailor Smut, on a book tour for the 4th book in the Winds of Waikaro trilogy. I love this.
Yes.
These are pseudo-historical romances about Lucasia and Raban, corsairs who sail a ship on purple sands.
Bring in Lucasia and Raban.
And this is very 4th Wing coded. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
I've heard a lot about Fourth Wing. I haven't picked it up yet, but I know it's being adapted into like an HBO miniseries, I think.
Yeah, I start
it's
telling
very-
Glow about this show where it's like, and the main character is the author of like a fantasy series that's mostly just smut. She just like starts looking over at her pile of 4th Wing books.
Fourth Wing is smut? Thought it was
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Is that the... Well, I mean, a lot of books that are famous are smut. 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, yeah, but that's
It's
intentional smut. Like I've seen I thought Fourth Wing was about dragon riders.
It's
Dragon
both.
Riders.
It's about dragon riders, and it's about finger guns blinking, turning the head.
Because I've
Dragon
seen like
Riders.
I've seen cosplays of the main character Violet Sorngale, and she looks cool as shit.
Is that the A Court of Blank and Blank books that I see in Target all the time? A thing of blank and blank? They're not...
I think that is similar.
Okay.
Hang on.
Oh, a Court of Mist and Fury.
Yeah.
Okay, this might actually have been it.
A Court of Thorn and
A
Roses.
Court of Thorn and Roses. Yeah, this is the series of books Glow has, not the 4th Wing. Those
Okay.
so they're the two big fantasy smut series going on right
Got it.
now.
Okay, yeah, because it didn't seem to me. I didn't get a smut vibe from Fourth Wing. But yeah, by the way, if you guys, what's the name of that movie? Is it The Lost City of D with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum? It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah, I know of what you speak. I haven't seen it, but yes,
Yeah,
I'm familiar.
I got
Yeah,
that. Guy.
that's just the Lost City. The Lost City
Lost
of
City,
Zed
right.
is the Charlie Hunnam dies in the Amazon movie. But yeah, this scene though gets me because we are belittling our fans, and when you say, "Hey, guy who wants to tell you that a two-masted ship will not have a mizzen mast, and also please sign my sword, and you treat me like I'm the bad guy? I'm just trying to help. Now please sign my sharp sword in the middle of this Barnes and Noble.
Man.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys about when I went to go see the Reanimator downtown at the Paramount Theater, and it had Jeffrey Combs was there?
Yeah.
After the show, some guy came up to him like he was not. I mean, he was just saying hi to the fans, but I mean, I guess he always expects someone to come up and ask for a free autograph. But this guy had a massive, like, freaking foot-long hypodermic needle. It was just a prop, and he asked Jeffrey Combs to autograph it. And this son of a bitch, dude, he of course he did it, and then he pulls out 6 more and asks him to sign every single one of them. I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. Because I'm like, I'm behind this guy. I'm wanting to talk to Jeffrey Combs. I'm like, you're gonna put these on eBay after this, you son of a bitch. So,
Yeah.
anyway, don't be that guy with the 6 giant hypodermic
You want to get
needles.
one signed for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't autograph shit, so maybe I'm the wrong person to get critiquey on.
Yeah.
But it's always been very, like, I feel like people who are public personalities, you should try and be respectful of their time. They are still people. This is like, I don't know. I have like a very foundational memory. We were just like at a hibachi place for my birthday or something. I was a kid. I was like maybe like 12 or 13. And someone who plays for the Lions had dinner, was like on the same side of the table with us with their family. And my dad knew immediately and didn't tell us on purpose so that we couldn't ask him questions about it. And then as we're walking out, he shakes his hand, wishes him good luck this season. And that's the extent of it. It's just all like, hey, good luck this season. Like I've known who you are this whole time. And like that for me is very foundational in like how you treat people like who are of this status. It's not something I'm interested in doing, which is why when we met Ripe, I just offered to buy them a drink from across the bar and didn't talk to them. And if they chose to engage afterwards, that was on them. We gave them the option. Right? Same thing.
See, I
Same
just
thing.
slid up and I was just like, hey, me and my podcast host have noticed you from across the bar and we like your vibe.
We do like their vibe, though. It's a great vibe.
They do have a great vibe. Yeah. Thank you.
But no, so we get Carol belittling her fans to her manager / is it wife or girlfriend?
I think it's undefined.
They are
definitely
are
have-
partners.
Yeah.
Finally wrapping up this book tour where she keeps getting all these people like, if Raban doesn't show back up, I'll die. It's just a book, dude.
By the way, if any of your listeners out there happen to be part of the Dune Seitchposting Facebook group, I am sorely disappointed
Yeah, I suggest you get some rest.
that there are not any Raban memes based on this show. I mean, everyone's watching Pluribus, dude. I mean, come on. I visited the other day because I was going to make a Raban meme based on this, but I'm like, I'm sure somebody's already done it. And nobody's done it. Maybe everyone's
Nothing.
like me and just assume everyone else is doing it so they don't do
You
it.
got to start making the Pluribus memes, man.
All right, I'm going to be on it. Pluribus memes are coming soon.
Hell yeah. We cut forward here after Carol derides her own work and notoriety to 29 days, 23 hours, 49 minutes, 58 seconds. And we see 2 doctors come in to USA MRI-ID, the United States Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases.
That's probably a real place in Albuquerque. That's in
USAM
Albuquerque, right? Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's in Albuquerque. It is worth noting that the VLA, the Very Large Array where they get the signal, is only 2 hours away from Albuquerque. So everything's kind of centrally located there.
Yeah, it's nice and flat and nothing's there. So
Yeah.
I just listened to a podcast about USAM Red, so it was fun seeing them show up. That said, they are about to
gas some mice.
gas some mice, but they see one is what looks like dead. And so, okay, well, if it's dead and we didn't kill it, we have to figure out why it died, because that's kind of the whole thing we're doing here.
yeah,
Yeah.
the mouse
And-
is playing possum.
I
Fair?
don't think it
How
is.
agitated was I when we were watching this scene?
You were yelling at the TV, no, don't take your gloves off. No, don't touch
right.
the mouse. 100% correct, Ben. I yelled the same things.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
how you get infections.
Yeah.
So
You
get
think
space.
the infectious disease doctors would know better?
Yeah.
Right.
This is one of those, it's just one of those things where the plot is moved forward by scientists being stupid.
Well,
It's,
I actually want to take a minute to talk about this.
oh, sure.
Because I think this is something that is going to be clinged onto by people in a manner that it shouldn't be. Because at its heart, they care about the mouse. The scientist cares about his coworker and tries to save her.
Yeah.
And gets us all infected, right? This is empathy, right? Empathy leads to these actions. And I'm just waiting for some fucking dumbass to say empathy is our fucking weakness as a species, and that's why we all get joined in this show. And it's trying to tell us that empathy is bad. And I want to just fucking punch that motherfucker.
It's going to be some incel on Reddit.
100%.
Who's got a quote of Nietzsche in his bio.
100%. This is going to be someone's takeaway from
Some
this.
motherfucker with
and
a fedora.
fuck that person. Empathy is our strength as a species. It's what lets us build communities. It's what allows us to have civilization. Fuck you. You're an idiot.
Yeah, I like
There.
your-
That's all. I wanted to
like
get
your
that out of my
passion there,
system.
Sam.
Still keep your
energy here.
chainmail gloves on. Please.
Yes, keep your chainmail gloves on. Don't be dumb, but empathy is important.
Have you guys seen the newest Jurassic Park movie? I've tried a couple
The first
times.
half, I couldn't get to.
Same here. I got about 30 minutes into it. I'm like, I don't care. But yeah, that's the same thing. The plot is moved forward by a scientist being stupid, and it's literally he dropped a fucking Snickers bar wrapper that unleashed the dinosaurs.
Yep. Yeah, it was
So dumb. Anyway.
So we now get this
it's all
sequence-
anti-scientist propaganda.
So we now get this sequence with our scientists. They walk through the halls, originally kissing people against their will.
Just some smoochies.
And then we get everybody converging into one of the labs, and they swab their mouth, swab the petri dish, swab their mouth, swab the petri dish, and everybody's moving in unison. And I am wondering, like, why do you need a new swab each time? You're just trying to cause a disease vector. Like,
well, maybe they're going to distribute the swabs as well.
They might be.
yeah.
They probably, at this point, they may have someone who works at a Q-tip factory and is just going to put all the used ones in the package.
Ugh.
I'm going to say that's what happened last time.
Yeah. I am going to note here, I did pause this scene to take some notes real quick. And the thing that I paused on was a petri dish where the swab did make a smiley face
Aw.
in the dish, like the indents, which is one of the logos of the show you see on marketing stuff, is a smiley face in a petri dish. So they actually did it, y'all. I've seen it. It's in that episode. It's in that scene. I just happened to pause on the right moment to see it. And it might be, it's not like perfect. It's not like a CGI smiley face. It's not like Forrest Gump puts his muddy face on the t-shirt and it comes out and it's a perfect smiley face. But it's damn close. And I'll take it.
That's something I really love about Vince Gilliam. I hope he does more stuff because I really appreciate the attention to detail and the continuity in a lot of his stuff. Like
That is one thing.
I think he's sorry. Just to say real quick, I think he's grown as a director, producer, whatever the hell he does, because he loves to do long, lingering shots of mundane stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he's learned how to properly do it, because I feel like he really overdid it in Better Call Saul. Like, for fuck's sake, there's like a 15-minute scene where what's his name? Bald assassin guy, angry
Mike?
old man. Yeah, Mike is making coffee, and it's just the camera is on the coffee table, and he's just out of focus in the background making coffee. Like, I get you're trying to do some kind of artsy statement here about his character and what he's going through. It didn't need to last that long, bro. Anyway.
But now we get what is the signature of this show, which is the choreography of a bunch of people in what we find out to be a hive mind.
Yes.
One of us. Gobble gobble, gobble gobble.
Yeah. Moving all in unison. I want to call out two quick things before we move on from this initial infection point here. One, I do think the mouse did not fake it. I think the mouse was initially infected and then woke up with the disease because the mouse stops and seizes, right? And then they note it's in cardiac arrest, which is what we see happening to people when they get infected in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think it was initial infection, and that part of this disease is it just takes time to adapt. And so by running it through so many things, it finally found a way to be compatible with life on Earth. Thing one. Thing two, I just want to shout out the awesome shot of the security guard at the vending machine as we see Jen, one of the scientists, come up in the background to give him the smoochie.
From inside
Love
the
it.
vending machine.
From the reflection.
Yes.
It's so good. Such a good shot. Love it.
Another key
also-
Vince Gilliam-ism.
Gilligan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Vince. I'll just call him Vince.
Yeah. Vincey G.
Also, one of the actors gets the best day to ever be an actor on a TV show. Hey, I'm in the new big Vince Gilligan TV show. Like, this is great. What's my scene? You get to go and lick all the donuts. Hell yeah. Best day at work.
Nice.
We jump ahead to 3 hours, 6 minutes, 36 seconds remaining as Carol and Helen land home in Albuquerque. Helen moves Outlander novels to the bottom of the stand and the Winds of Waikaro up to the top.
I
love
love
it.
that. That was great. I love that she not a word was said. How she just looked at her and was like, it was an implied task.
This is where we're introduced to Carol's drinking problem, as it is shown not told through the breathalyzer in their car. And then there's when they go to the bar, there's the need a drink language, not have a drink, could use a drink, need a drink. I think Carol's alcoholism is going to be a big thing, and we see her take drinks at certain points when things happen, and also turn down drinks at certain points when things happen in this show already, and I think that is not coincidental. So we'll talk about that later.
Good observation.
But Carol isn't happy with the state of her artistic contributions to society. Helen encourages her to work on her serious novel, which is called Bitter Chrysalis, which is a interesting name because in about 15 minutes of screen time, what the world could be considered to be entering a chrysalis and emerging as something else as the infection happens. And this is a very bitter experience for Carol. So I wonder if we're going to go back to that novel and do more with it at some point. But it is just like the nicest little quick foreshadowing you can have.
Yeah. Mira Furlan is about to get hair.
Yeah. Helen affirms
that reference.
Yeah. Helen affirms that it might not be art, but she is making people happy, and that's not nothing. Which is also interesting given the hive mind is perpetually blissful. You're making people happy, and that's not nothing. It's a setup for a counterpoint later in how Carol feels about the world. The world being the name of the character of everyone that's infected that I'm going to be using going forward, because I think that's what they're going to call it on stuff.
The infected?
The world.
Or the world.
You're talking to the world.
Yeah.
They
So,
go outside
anyways,
for a cigarette,
yeah.
and Carol
gets on
does.
Reddit.
This is funny. Carol puts the coasters on top of the drinks so they don't get dosed with anything,
Yeah.
and then they go outside where
get
they get
dosed with
dosed
something.
from chemtrails.
Yeah, every
You see,
motherfucking...
Victor, I've been reading the signs, and I've been looking in the documents, and they're putting a hive mind in us.
Dude, I did not know you did such a good Alex Jones.
He's not proud of it, nor should he be.
Yeah,
but it is a
every-
good Alex Jones.
Every Alex Jones gooner at this point who's watching this show is like, well, actually, they probably aren't watching this show because this
on
requires a
Apple.
little bit of intelligence, and you have to pay for it.
They don't mind paying for stuff. They
An
buy
Apple
useless shit all
login is
time.
the sign of the beast.
I do want to call out the brand of cigarettes smoked here
Yeah.
is the same as the X-Files, the ones that the cigarette man smoking smokes.
Really?
And that's because Vince Gilligan got his start writing for the X-Files.
Watching X-Files with no lights on, with all our maisons. I hope the smoky man's in this one.
So
Is it a real brand or is it a made up brand?
it's
I
a
didn't
fake
notice.
brand. It's something with an M. They're fake Marlboros.
Oh, that is so fucking cool. See, again, this is what I love about I appreciate the continuity and the attention to detail.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
the
good.
same brand that's in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul as well. Whenever they need a fake cigarette, this is what he uses. So it's fun.
Love it.
It's like how what's his name? Tarantino has a couple of fake brands that are in all of his movies in the background and ads and stuff.
Yeah, what's the J.J. Abrams slurp? What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, something. He's got
something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get your damn hand off of my Let's.
Let's is the fake prop chips, and they did a whole bit on it in Community.
Yeah.
So while we're standing outside,
get the kills.
Carol is looking around as everyone starts going catatonic and having seizures. There is a sweet-ass truck with a unicorn on the front of it that it gets in a low-speed collision.
Notice the unicorn.
And this is freaking scary, man. Like, I've seen enough zombie movies where, like, the thing you want in a zombie movie is and here's where it has turned, where there are now more zombies than there are people. Shit's hitting the fan.
Yeah.
But instead, everyone is just weird and catatonic. And you suddenly, like, there is no sign, and now, boom, you're the only person in the world.
It's a nice dip into horror, and I don't know if I call it existential dread, but it's something that causes a lot of fear for most of the audience in general when your protagonist
You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
here is put in a situation where you need to call 911 and there is no 911. There is no one you can call for help. Like, it is all on you, and that's it's a scary thing. It's a scary thing to think about.
Yep.
I want to call attention to a particular detail here because I think it's going to be very important later in the show. This might be a conspiracy theory. We'll see. But so
A conspiracy theory!
Thanks, Ben. You know what? We're not going to have a drop. We're just going to let you do that whenever I say it.
They turned the freaking frogs gay.
So the infection point happens, right? Helen is infected for a little bit here. Like, the car accident happens. Helen is infected at this point and is not responding. We see her fingers aren't moving on the phone anymore, right? But we pay attention to the car, and we see her in the background.
Yeah.
She does something we see no other infected person do.
Oh.
So she's infected for like a solid like a minute and a half in the background here of her shaking before she falls. We do not see anyone else fall after this, right? This is important. Everyone is seized up. And if something else pushes on them, like Carol most of the time pushes people over or will knock something into someone else, and then that person will fall. No one just falls after the infection. They either fall when it happens, like we see them all shock and fall, but this is after that. Right? She would have fallen already at this point. So I think this is very intentional. It might just be for dramatic timing, but this feeds into my conspiracy theory that Carol was chosen and the Hive chose to kill Helen.
Ooh,
so
nice.
We'll talk about that in a minute once we get to the end of these episodes. But I want to call attention to it here because this is shot very weird in a way that you can kind of time it and watch, and it's exactly the kind of detail my boy Vinnie G likes to throw in stuff.
Yeah,
so.
there's a moment just a couple minutes later where there's a woman holding a baby carriage, and she's shaking, and it's about to fall off the counter, and Carol runs and grabs it and puts it in a safe spot real quick for us. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's an allegory for or a metaphor or.
Well, it's a save the cat moment. No, that Carol's not a completely piece of shit. Because so what happens is Carol tries to throw this guy out of the truck. She can't move him, so she just shoves him over. I appreciate it. She uses the sandwich board that's outside this bar to lift Helen up in, and she starts driving to the hospital. We see fires in the distance, and she gets to the hospital, and everybody's still catatonic. There's a doctor, but he's not listening to her. Gets Helen onto a gurney.
Where Carol pulls up in the truck. Oh, my God. I need the Blu-ray of this so I can see the behind-the-scenes filming of just how many times this actress had to drive the truck straight into the camera to get the shot just right.
The choreographer on this show
so good.
Hope they're getting paid well.
This is where we finally get everybody kind of snapping to, and everybody starts moving in unison. And as Carol is about to try and get Helen out of the back of the truck, she kind of wakes up for a second, and then she dies.
Yeah, and I'm just noticing that her eyes there's some real red underneath her eyes.
Yeah.
I was assuming, so I didn't notice that the first time around. I was just assuming that it was the fall and the bonk on her head that killed her, that she had a concussion. And
I do think that's the case. I think the fall was what killed her. I think she just hit the back of her head on concrete real bad. But it might be brain stuff. As
It
well.
might have
There was
also
blood
be
in
just
her
like
eyes.
some people naturally have a allergic reaction to this
Right.
change.
Yeah.
But Carol starts yelling at everybody to
Weak
not
hearts,
touch Helen.
Probably.
Yeah.
you say you need cars, what?
Weak hearts.
Oh, weak hearts.
Because
Yes,
we know you get these crazy heart palpitations. So if you've got a weak heart, you probably. I think that's why we see, like, when they say the president died and a bunch of the senior staff died, I assume they died of heart attacks or something from the infection causing their heart rate to spike because they're not healthy people.
And then
Or-
we get my favorite bit of this whole episode is Carol then starts driving the truck with Helen's body home. And in a fun twist on what we've seen in a lot of apocalypse movies, you've seen the I'm driving the truck through the apocalypse and there's a fire in the window in the background, and then some zombie, tackles a guy through it, and it's this cool, effects scene. But as I'm driving through the apocalypse, you see signs of the world deteriorating behind me.
Right.
And here instead, you get weird people moving in unison, picking up bodies and putting out
Cleaning it up,
fires.
right? Yeah.
It is the apocalypse happened, and we are now already on cleanup.
Man, wouldn't that be great?
Yep. Carol gets home. She can't find her keys because, she didn't take her car. She took the other car. And this is when the neighbor kids pop out to tell her where she hid them, the spare key last time she got locked out. She asked to be left alone, and all the houses in the cul-de-sac empty immediately with unhuman precision. Carol brings Helen's body inside, and we see her go to the TV where every channel is off but one, with a man in a suit standing in front of the seal of the president on C-SPAN.
This was so fucking brilliant. I mean, just
It's so
the
good.
moment and the reveal of Carol's face when she's like, oh, thank God. She's like, there's still some civilization left. And then it's got her name and a phone number to call. Like, Carol,
Yeah.
we understand you're having some problems right now. Please
Yeah, no pressure. We know you've got questions. Just call us. When
Call
you're
us
ready,
whenever
Carol.
you're ready.
And it says Carol specifically,
Yes.
which instantly tells the audience, without telling the audience, that she is the only person in America alive, who's an individual.
Right. That is so good.
Which is also true, and we see that all the other survivors that we meet in the next episode are also all from different countries. Not a coincidence, I think. We'll talk about it when I get to my theory.
I do love it.
They've been singled out!
They have, for a very specific reason.
Interesting. Okay, I want to hear this theory, but I do love that that before Carol makes the phone call, she goes and pours herself a drink. It's just like,
Yes.
it's the apocalypse.
Oh, the good shit.
I am not
This
doing
is
the
McKellen
apocalypse
15.
sober. Oh, again with the that wasn't the Billions brand, was it?
Golden frog poison. I tried to smoke it once. Shaman jumped across the tent to stop me.
No,
No.
that was Mitchter's.
That's
Although
right.
she does have a bottle of Woodford Double Oak on her table as well, but she goes for the Scotch instead of the bourbon.
That reminds me.
And
of
a
my,
McKellen 15. This is a several $100 bottle of Scotch. This is very nice. You can tell from the gold label on the top what year it is. For the
That reminds me,
record.
hey, Victor, you're going to listen to this podcast in a couple weeks. This is a reminder to you to replace the 2 bottles of Knob Creek that you drank while your fiance was out of the country, because those were hers and you really overdid it, and you owe her 2 bottles of Knob Creek. I don't know how much she paid for them, but I know they're expensive because they got the thing where the candle wax is covering the cork. So,
No, Knob Creek does it on other bottles, and it shouldn't be more than like $30-$40.
Okay.
Assuming they're not
Good to
like
know.
special bottles in Knob Creek.
I
it's
think they
probably
were
fine.
special.
Well, you'll find out when you go to the liquor store.
But we get my favorite, one of my favorite bits in this, where she like calls in and this guy starts talking to her from the TV, and it's like, so who are you? Well, we are everybody, but this individual is, I forgot his actual name, but he's
David
like,
Taffler.
the undersecretary for agriculture for something, and she's like, are you the president now? He's, no, the president died, and we needed somebody with a calming presence and a suit to stand here until he decided to call.
He was happened to be wearing a suit.
Intact.
He was
and
nearby
wearing a suit.
wearing a suit.
Oh man, the comedic
I love
timing
this.
in this is just fucking perfect.
He's all like, she's like, alien invasion. He's like, no, we're not aliens, but we are the beneficiaries of extraterrestrial technology. A virus, but not really, that makes this psychic glue, and they don't know how it works exactly. It just does. Any other show would make this the central mystery and struggle for seasons to come up with a complicated explanation. This show tells you up front, wants you to focus on what's actually going on with the characters, and says, fuck it, we don't know how it works.
It just yes.
I love you. I
Yes.
love you, Vinnie G. Thank you
It's
so
brilliant.
much.
I mean, if they would have done this in fucking Walking Dead in the first season, it wouldn't have driven me so damn crazy all the rest of the seasons. Like, what about the fucking zombies? Are we just not worrying about the zombies anymore? Like, anyway.
They go to the CDC and they make it a big mystery there.
Yeah. And then they
And
never go back to that.
Yeah.
Well, they do blow up the CDC, so they can't go back.
Well, I mean, the plot point, but still. Yeah.
Yep. We learned that 12 people globally were not impacted. And they said that they're going to figure out why so they can join the hive mind.
Yeah, don't
She
worry.
says-
We'll figure it out and fix it.
Yeah. And she's like, what happens when she says no? The world is not a big fan of that answer.
Well, I like how the world just assumes that she's not going to say no. 'Cause,
Yeah.
But you're not going to say no. Yeah.
But until then, your life is your own.
Yeah.
And that's it. We get a countdown clock counting up now. And it's been 1 hour since the joining. That's our premiere episode.
I just got to say, it definitely has me hooked. And I'm embarrassed to say that I thought, like in the promotional posters, I thought that this main character was the actress that played, what's her name? She's just referred to as the waif in Game of Thrones, but she was Arya Stark's nemesis for a few episodes in the Faceless Man training area.
Oh, I know who
Yeah.
you're talking about, and no.
Yeah, no, I thought that was her in the promotion poster, but then started watching the show. I was like, holy shit, it's Kim Wexler from Better Call Saul. Fucking loved her.
Yes.
She was excellent. So I'm like, cool. I'm glad to see her in more stuff. So that's awesome.
All right. So that's the end of the first episode. You're not going to have to wait a week for the second one because we're putting these out the same
Coming up
day.
next.
But we do have to say a couple of things in case you're not going to listen to it. We have to make sure that you know that we really appreciate Right.
We do appreciate it, right?
Thanks so much for doing our theme song. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thanks so much for letting us use Goon Squad as our theme music. We love that song. And we love you guys. Thank you so much.
And thank you, listener. If you'd like to leave us a message or comment on any of the stuff we're talking about here on the show,
Social medias.
yeah, you can leave us a message at voicecast.app/LTO. Voicecast is a really great service. You do not need to sign up. You don't need to give it any information. You don't need to give it an email. You just go there and use it, and you can send us a message directly, either record us a voicemail or send us a text message. It's really awesome. And also, if you enjoy our show, please leave us a review on iTunes or Facebook, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you do, we'll give you a shout out.
And we'll see you next time on Last Time On.
Also, the Discord.
Who's not gonna show you?